Hi everyone, today's gardening topic is how to prune your Rose of Sharon. So I'm Lisa with Down to Earth Gardening and Design, and I'm here in Planting Hardiness Zone 6B. I live in Connecticut and part-time in Florida, so you'll see a little bit of videos from both areas. But I'm here with this Rose of Sharon, and so I'd like to talk about it a little bit, and I'm going to tell you when I like to prune it, the experience that I've had with it, and then we're going to get right into it and show you how to prune it. Now there's two Rose of Sharon shrubs in this garden, and this one here is Azuri Satin Blue. It's a beautiful purple blue color, and it's been here for at least 5 years. So this is a more mature Rose of Sharon. And then there's another one that we're going to walk over to after, which has just been planted this year. It's called Pink Chiffon, beautiful double pink flowers. But I want to show you both of them because the established Rose of Sharon and the new Rose of Sharon should be cared for differently. So that's very important, and I'm glad we have them both here to show you. So Rose of Sharon is appropriate for zones 5 through 9. And again, they flower late summer. They put on some stunning blooms, and typically they're covered. And the key to getting some beautiful blooms and tons of them is pruning them, and in particular, the time of year and then how to prune them. So really important. They love their full sun. They can get up to 12 to 15 feet tall and roughly 8 feet wide. So pretty large shrub, and that's another reason why it is super important to do some regular maintenance, because they can put on up to 2 feet a year on average. I've seen them put on even more growth. So they are moderate to fast growers. So PS, hot tip, if you're buying a newbie, you can start with a smaller shrub because they are such a fast growing shrub. Okay, so when to prune? Rose of Sharon blooms on new wood. So that means that you can prune them after they're done flowering or late winter, very early spring, because they flower on the new wood. So my preference is to pruning them in the fall, and I've always done that. We've had the business here in Connecticut for 25 years now, and that's really been our way to take care of them, is to prune them in the fall, and they have done spectacularly. Now, I'll tell you why I like to do them in the fall. Number one, it works. Number two is because in the spring, if you miss the boat and you don't prune them very early on, you're going to be cutting off all your flowers for the year. So that's so unfortunate, because really these shrubs are known for their blooms. When everything else in the garden starts to fade, they are really popping and showing off. So fall is the time to do it. You can see it's fall in the garden right now. There's a lot of crispy things out here. So we're getting towards the end. And then how to prune them is you want to take off about 1/3 of your established shrubs. So established shrubs are going to be at least 2 years old. So 1/3 of your shrub. Now, if you have a very old Rose of Sharon, you're going to need to do some rejuvenation pruning. So I would take the maximum off of it, which is the 1/3, and then I would stretch it out over 3 years and just cut it back a little bit more every year. And that way you're not going to shock it, and you're going to get it back to a controllable size and shape and really have more of a handle on this shrub. So this one here, we're going to take 1/3 off. Now for tools, you can use your hand shears. You can use your pruners. I like to use a combination of both. But you can also use some gas or electric shears. And we do that when it's a little bit bigger and wider. So I'm going to be using my hand shears today. All right, so what I first like to do is kind of eyeball my 1/3. So for this shrub here, I'm not going to take off any more than about a foot. And I'm going to try to keep it rounded. So remember when we did our nine bark pruning, we talked about not wanting to leave a flat top, and that's because you don't want the snow to sit on the top of your shrubs, the snow and the ice, and it will damage them. So you want to keep it a little rounded so the snow sheds right off. All right, let's get down to the how-to. So I'm going to start and end with my hand pruners, and that's because I see some thicker stems here that I don't want to use my shears on. And I kind of want to start at the top because that will give me a guide. So I'm just taking down any of the thicker branches. You can see here, these are a little bit thicker. And I'm pruning on my 45-degree angle, which I love to do because the water just sheds right off. Now you can see how you could do this whole entire shrub with your hand pruners, but if you want to make fast work of it, you can get out your shears. We have some strays towards the bottom that I am going to take down quite a bit more just because I'm also just reshaping this at the same time. Now, this shrub here is in really good health. If you do have a Rose of Sharon that has some damaged, diseased, broken branches, you do want to get in there and tackle those first. So make sure that you remove those. And don't worry if you don't get your shape perfect, because this is going to put on so much growth next year that you are not really going to see the little bit of the difference in shape. So don't worry about perfection. Hello! Did you come out to help? All right, we're going to need you for cleanup duty. Do you have a big bucket or a rake that you want to bring out? Okay. We're going to have a helper out here today and a special guest. All right, that was my first go through. And so now I'm going to get my hand pruners out again and just do some fine tuning. So you can see how I'm taking it down and in. So I'm focusing on both the top and the sides. I'm going to take it down a little bit more. And then we're going to take these awkward branches off around the side. Hello, are you going to help pick up some branches? Do you want to wave to the camera? Josh is filming. Say hi. Hi. This is my grandson, Jonathan, who loves to help out in the garden, right? Yeah. So you're going to help us with some cleanup. Yeah. Which is pretty awesome. I need some scissors. Nope, you just need to pick up the branches. Okay. And put them right in the bucket. Okay, so this is super important because, again, you want to do this at the right time. You want to make sure that you keep on top of this every year, so you are going to have a wonderful flower display, and also you're protecting your investment and the health of the shrub. So I have seen a lot of Rose of Sharon that get overgrown and they have a lot of breakage or they're leaning, and it's really tough sometimes to fix that. It can be done, but it's a little challenging. So very important task, and I just wanted to show you how to do an established Rose of Sharon. But now let's go over to the newbie, and I will also demonstrate the care for that. Okay, now we're here with our newbie, and again, this is pink chiffon, Rose of Sharon. So remember earlier when I said you can save a little money on Rose of Sharon because they put on so much growth every year. That's exactly what we did here. This was purchased as a 5-gallon shrub, and we planted it about 2 months ago. So we did get quite a few flowers already, but you can see how small it is. Now, when you have a new Rose of Sharon, I highly recommend minimal pruning for the first 2 years. So for this one here, all I'm looking at is if there's any um, branches that look like they might bend and get damaged with the snow, I will just cut them down a little bit to protect them, and maybe just a really light pruning. And so for this one here, all I'm going to be using is my hand pruners. So I'm looking for if there's any damage. This one here is a little bit longer and it might get damaged. And there really isn't anything on it that's damaged, so very minimal pruning, and that's it. Very easy task. So that's it for today. I'm so happy to share these gardening videos with you, and I hope this one helped you all at home. And if you like it, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel because we have a lot more gardening coming your way.